Badariye,
Thank you, sir.
your optional is
Commerce and accountants.
commerce and accounts. Okay. There was a commerce summit recently held. They say the World Commerce Summit or something.
Sir, I'm not.
Don't look blank.
Sir, I'm not able to recall.
It's your subject area
Yes.
and very important summit.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay, let's come down to then your hometown. Delhi governance
Yes, sir.
is always not always, but most of the time a major issue. There are always, pulling apart center and the Delhi government. And courts have also not come out with any final solution.
True, sir.
Now, can you suggest an alternate form of system of governance of Delhi?
Sir, I think a committee system wherein there are representatives both from the central government and this Delhi government could work in the long run for maintaining harmony. And this needs to be substantiated with an institutionalized conflicts and dispute redressal mechanism, sir.
You will only be complicating it further. See, Lieutenant Governor is sitting there for this purpose only.
Yes, sir.
There's dual committees, I don't think they work. In Washington,
Right.
they also have some form of, some system which is working.
Yes.
And it is same kind of situation. It is not in independent, the Washington DC.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How it is being governed? Any idea?
Sir, as far as I can recall, there are two-tiered system wherein the as in the government of the United States, this central government there controls some part of area, and the other federal states are responsible for the other part.
Suppose I suggest a simple solution that let it be governed by the central government.
Yes, sir.
And they can find their ways whether they want to have a assembly, elected assembly, or a nominated assembly, or whatever. That the total governance is by the central government. Wouldn't it make things easier?
Sir, to a certain extent, it would make things easier, but it would effectively nullify the mandate of about 2.8 crore people who are voting for Delhi elections. And sir, it would.
Hold on. You haven't read my question properly. I am not saying that dismiss the assembly now and put that system, put the government under Delhi's central control. I said by an amendment to the constitution or whatever laws and arrive at a consensus. So, put it before the parliament.
Yes, sir.
That let it be under the central government's control, and they can devise whether what kind of departments will run and who they'll be responsible to a lieutenant governor or to the minister, central minister concerned. I'm talking of a suggestion. I'm talking of a system for future. Do you have anything to say to that? Any criticism on that?
So this has, to a certain extent, this has already been done in the GNCTD Act, wherein the government is to be referred to as the Lieutenant Governor. But sir, I think in the future, if we talk about, I think harmonized functioning would work better because it's all about delegation of responsibility when it comes to Delhi. So I think that multiplicity of authorities, they have to be reduced. And I think that this system should be more harmonized and there should be more federal balance in this governance of Delhi.
POK, is it our territory?
Yes, sir.
It is?
Yes.
And we insist that it is. And so why is it that Indian government has made no effort to retrieve it back, diplomatically or by force?
Sir, POK is an issue which is very sensitive in its nature. The thing is that this is a foundational problem between the Pakistan and India. So we focus on bilateral negotiation on that regard, sir. So I think some issues are bound to remain, But in the future, I think that more collaboration on that front would help.
Why we have been sitting quiet for last 70-80 years?
So this is because India has a very peaceful and dialogue-based approach towards its conflict.
Okay.
That is the reason.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, you are a Delhiite.
Yes, sir.
You know, when this All India Institute of Medical Science
Right, sir.
was established,
Sir, I'm not aware of the year.
it's a very prestigious
Yes, true, sir.
institute, and
Yes, sir.
rather in India, it is one of the most important institute.
Yes, sir.
It's established in 1956.
Thank you, sir. Remember that.
And let us know, when did your college SRCC came into existence?
So SRCC came into existence in 1926
Okay.
as the Commercial Education Trust,
Okay.
and it has evolved through a number of changes in terms of it being a co-ed college, then it having hostels specifically for girls, and sir, I think a lot of courses over the years have also been added when it comes to a GBO course. That has also been added, sir. So the journey started from 1926.
Who was the founder of it?
Sir, the founder was Shri Lala Ram, sir.
Lala Shri Ram.
Lala Shri Ram, sir.
Where is the headquarters of RK Mission?
Sir, I think it's in Bellur, sir. I'm not.
Bangalore.
Bellur, sir. I'm not able to recall correctly. Sir, I'm not aware.
Bellur Mutt is in Howrah.
Howrah, sir. Okay, sir.
Yes.
There was again something, because we are talking about Howrah.
Yes.
Calcutta, there was a G20 conference.
Yes.
It has just been concluded.
Yes, sir.
What matter they discussed?
Sir, I'm not aware of the matter discussed.
Tell me, what are the internal security issues of India?
Sir, internal security issues are one
Just
of
give me bullet point answer, then we will discuss further.
Sir, left-wing extremism, then northeast insurgencies. So then we also have statehood demands, and sir,
Statehood demand is internal security issue.
yes, sir, to my understanding, yes.
Okay.
Sir, and also we have recent cyber attacks, just like in Ames was there, and
So why these things are happening? Cyber attacks, what is the reason behind?
sir, this is because there have been malice on part of our neighboring countries, and this is because
Are they so electronically superpowers that they attack our attack our electronic system?
yes, sir, there have been instances on
And
that.
what happened in USA?
Sir, USA, I'm not able to correctly recall, but there was a gas company which was
No. The entire civil aviation there.
Just recently, 2 days back, 3 days back.
Sir, I'm not able
You're not
to
aware?
recall that.
What do you understand by biometric?
So biometric is a form of authentication
Hmm.
wherein certain physical
What are those physical things?
Sir, it might be iris scan, it might be fingerprints, and sir,
What is iris?
Sir, iris is the outer part of the eye, wherein the image of that
So
is found.
if I see my eye,
Yes, sir.
there is a white portion,
Yes,
then there is a black portion.
Right.
Between that black portion, there is again a darker black
Yes,
portion. So which one is iris?
Sir, the one which is the innermost circle, sir, the dark.
Innermost. Okay, thank you.
Neepa, this is your 5th attempt.
Yes, sir.
Tell me the toughest moment of your journey so far.
Ma'am, pertaining to UPSC journey, this was when I got the interview call, but I could not make it to the final list. That was very tough for me. But ma'am, I feel blessed that my parents were there for me in that tough time.
All right, Neepa, I see you are a company secretary also.
Yes.
Can you tell me what are the challenges that company secretaries are facing these days due to technology?
Ma'am, one of the challenges is that in compliances, we see that due to technology, there have been recent changes and transition. So a company secretary is to file all such changes with the stock exchanges. And sometimes due to the speed of such changes, the company secretaries are not able to adapt For example, ma'am, in my own company, there was this scores portal, which is given by SEBI so as to address investor grievances. But what I observed was that company secretaries, because of their lack of curriculum specific to technology, they were not able to adapt to such portals. So I think technology must be balanced with awareness.
Are there any income tax exemptions for women?
No, ma'am.
There aren't? All right. How can we check round tripping?
Ma'am, round tripping can be checked by effective regulations of the shell companies. So, for example, the SEBI has mandated that SEBI and RBI, ma'am, there are foreign exchange management regulations for the same, and OECD has also.
But we already
brought in.
have them in place. What is going wrong with them? Why are they not effective?
Ma'am, I think effective implementation is where we are lacking on those fronts.
All right. You do yoga.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me steps of Surya Namaskar?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, first, there are 12 steps. First is the Pranamasana. Then we have the Hastottanasana. Then we have the Padhastasana. Then, ma'am, we have the Parvatasana. After which there is Ashwasanchalan. Then we have the Ashtang Namaskar. And then we have the Bhujangasana. Then we have the Parvatasana. Then we have the again.
I
the
got it. My last question to you would be, you're from SRCC.
Yes, ma'am.
One of the only colleges in DU to have both girls and boys hostel.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you think Delhi University should also switch to co-ed hostels?
Ma'am, I do think that this actually depends on what kind of infrastructure we are looking at. So, although there are hostels in SRCC, but they are separate. And I feel, ma'am, that I don't think there is any issues with the co-ed learning. Being from a co-ed school myself, I think it creates more gender sensitization towards the other genders.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We see you in a little while. Please wait outside.
We'll just
Thank
call
you.
you.
Sit down. It's a very heartening to see you persisting with not giving up on this, staying continuously in a state of readiness to fight and win over.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm very sure this confidence that you have in yourself and the way you sort of engage the board and deliver your answers will do a lot of good to you.
Thank you so much.
But tell me, I mean, do you have anything to share about it? You have some. What is your impression that you have made in about your performance?
Sir, I definitely need to work on the content. I'm a little unaware of current happenings. Like sir mentioned about the AIMS attack. So I had read it in the newspapers.
It's not current.
Yes, sir. About the, in the sense, I had
Very
read it in the
important
newspaper.
institute in Delhi.
Yes, sir.
वो factual information है तो उसका कोई not to worry much on that, but you are right that content is the substance,
Yes, sir.
isn't it? The whole thing, your confidence will rise further, and once you have more content,
Right, sir.
and I'm sure that you would have planned a strategy how to go about it, and you must be working on it. So please spend some good amount of time. When is the interview?
So 6th of March.
So much of time.
That
But
I'll keep.
chances are that you are going to get serious only mid-February or February end.
Sir, I've actually,
You are
I've
very
just
busy.
left the job, and that's the reason it's.
Left the job. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, I've taken a leave, and then I'll be preparing for it wholeheartedly now.
Go by a planning that this
Yes.
is the amount of hours you would spend daily, and what do you propose to do every day?
Yes, sir.
There's no dearth of material that I should suggest to you. You are already deep into it. and in addition you will get questionnaire from here also. So plenty to look into.
Yes, sir. So one more thing I had in mind, one little doubt. I have been advised to not disclose the fact that I've been working with the UPSC Preparation Institute because it kind of creates an impression that I'm well tutored. So should I be disclosing it, or is there any apprehensions on
But
that
you've
front?
already written in your DAF.
Yes, sir. That I had written it after my mains, so I was engaged as a content creator. But then the roles increased. So presently it was academic coach. So that's the reason I'm a little apprehensive whether I should be disclosing it or not.
UPSC, and they are far above. It is not a personal institute.
Yes,
It
sir.
is a very, very impersonal body. They look at you purely on your merits.
Right, sir.
Nobody is bothered what have you said in your DEF. They are only concerned what you tell them sitting there,
Yes, sir.
in response to the questions that they ask.
True, sir.
You don't have to offer information which they do not ask for.
Okay, sir.
I can tell you, I mean, the entire board can tell you that your answers are not tutored. Nowhere, you don't get that impression.
Okay, sir.
In fact, what impression we are getting is that because of little lack of content,
Yes, sir.
you are kind of missing on certain things, not taking a very firm stand.
Yes, sir.
Now, that taking a stand on an issue would come only by homework, by looking into what you are creating.
Right, sir.
Now you are creating for others. You need to look into it.
Right, sir.
That alone will help you.
Sure, sir.
So stay assured that this is a good chance for you. Past interview you faced, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Can you tell me just one or two questions where you think that interview was kind of unmade?
So one of the questions they asked me that, for example, a person comes here right now and asks you that I would be providing you a very good job in the defense sector. So this was related to the women in defense, and but you don't have to give the interview right now. So would you take that opportunity? So I bluntly refused, and I said that if I take that opportunity, I'll never be able to justify it for myself. I'll never know how would I perform in the future, because that was not based on my merit. So that is something that they asked, and they were also
Yeah, but that is, I mean, what is wrong with that answer?
sir, I'm not really sure of how the board took it, and that is the reason. So,
Okay.
and the other thing that they were very persistent. What is your take on Afghanistan? That time the Afghanistan issue was there, and what threshold do you think that India needs to intervene in? Like, what is the human right violation that Afghanistan does?
How
which
much marks did you get
justifies?
that time?
184, ma'am.
184 is a good score, decent score. You'll add marks in mains perhaps, that's why you can make it.
Ma'am, in ethics, I was a little.
Your interview has gone, I mean, it is one of the best interviews. Looking at the marks, 160, 65, above anything is good, but you are way beyond very good category. So we hope that you not only repeat that performance, that you do it much better and hit the 200 bar, jump over it.
I'll try my level best.
You are a good student, no doubt about it.
She has been through and through in academics.
And your personality is first class, no doubt about it. Your appearance, your talk, your delivery, everything is first class. So you only have to brush up your knowledge a little more, study more. As sir said, devote some more time.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
पता नहीं मुझे क्यों शक हो रहा है कि you will not put that amount of hard work.
No, sir. I'll definitely.
You are
put it.
promising
Yes, sir.
to yourself?
Definitely. Yes, sir.
and to us.
Yes.
All the very best to you.
Thank you.
You will do very well.
All the very best.
Thank